Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Total War Attila in our Eternal Empire the Restoration series, where things are going stupidly well at this point. We are officially the Roman Empire again, which feels pretty good. Actually, it doesn't show if I don't have that map mode turned on. But yeah, we're the Roman Empire, which is awesome. There are several empires left. I've noticed a few things. First of all, the Suebians no longer control any territory. They have a few armies in the area. For instance, hang on, let's see if we can spot them. This is Hispania, this is Hispania. All right, I don't see the other Suebian army nearby, but I know it's here somewhere. And then we have this one here. There's a number of Caledonian forces as well. Gaul has just this territory here and possibly some other armies. But here's the interesting position we are in. We have started our move to finish off the Marians pretty quickly because they're the strongest remaining force in Iberia. And then we can move north and take Hispania, I think, pretty rapidly. And then once we control Iberia, we're going to have these armies, and these armies all bearing down on just this portion of the map. And we're going to fight some battles, but we're going to auto-resolve others just to keep a decent sense of momentum. Speaking of fighting some battles, this force is fully ready to go and has artillery so they can attack walled cities. Let's go ahead and bring them down to Lugdunum and take care of this mess. Good night. That would have been a very similar battle to a lot of the other battles we've fought recently, so I went ahead and auto-resolved that. We're definitely going to fight some more of the battles once we get up to Britannia, because that'll be the end of the series, as I've mentioned a few times in the last couple of episodes, when we actually get to a point where we are marching on Hadrian's Wall and going beyond Hadrian's Wall. That'll be a real moment of victory as a return to form for the Roman Empire. Let's go ahead and end the turn here. Gnaeus Promotus, a governor, so he needs to have more food. He's already got a nice corruption reduction bonus. And let's go ahead and end the turn and see what happens. Oh no, we have a famine issue. I thought we fixed that. It must have been with Lugdunum. That must be it. Crap. Well, we're going to have an issue with units healing in the next turn, unfortunately. So because we moved into Lugdunum, we now control a territory that's suffering from a food shortage, and we didn't turn off taxes to make the area self-sufficient in time. Basically to say, okay, well, you don't have to give stuff to the rest of the empire. Just handle your own business. Just make sure your people are fed. You don't have to export anything. You don't have to pay us taxes or anything like that. And but because we didn't do that in time, we're now going to have a turn where units don't heal and attrition happens. It's going to be kind of annoying. This is one of the last Suebian armies. The Etunaz Slayers. I don't really have an army in the area that can hit them hard, but believe me, if I did... See, they just offered me peace. I'm kind of tempted. Next time they do that, I might actually take them up on it. Because if I can get them in a position to where their remaining forces are consolidated to one area and then just kind of backstab them, it's a handy way. I hate to say that. I think I've mentioned this much earlier in the campaign. It is a handy way in Total War Attila. There's the other Suebian army right there. It's a handy way in Total War Attila to finish off AI factions. I hate to say that. It sounds like a really dickish move, but the AI factions will just ping-pong around the map running from you, and only under certain conditions will they turn and fight to the last man, knowing that they're going to die. Their situation has to be quite dire. Okay, so we suffered some attrition. Thankfully, because it's now spring, we no longer have to worry about a shortage, but I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. All right, let's go ahead and just switch to an aqueduct here. I'm going to switch this to... Tell you what, let's make it an amphitheater in Emerita Augusta. We're going to break those two buildings down. We'll break that one down too. And it looks like we got some more research to do. Excellent. So this is going to add 3 more public order from bureaucratic reforms. It's going to be done in 1 turn, which is wonderful. Oh, interesting. They have abandoned their capital. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Very nice of you. All mine. All right, so Pax Augusta now belongs to us as well. That was a very dumb move on their part. And I'm actually going to go ahead and move this army to Emerita Augusta from Toletum. Toletum does have a public order problem, but it's getting better. Now this army here in Pompelo... Oh, units are healing. That's very nice. I wasn't expecting that. This army here in Pompelo, I'm kind of tempted. I want to leave them there for one more turn, but this unit will be ready to head out pretty soon. Actually, wait, we were breaking that. That's being built. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, I want to dismantle that. Get rid of it. I've got a much stronger one right here. That construction choice doesn't make any sense. Okay, so, yeah, let's just build another farm there, and let's do... We've got a Praetorian compound here, so let's do a rally field and maybe work towards being able to recruit in this area. Not that it matters that much, but hey, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. See, I could take this army. This army needs to be replenished. But I could totally hit Elisipo with this army. But I'm hoping they break off some of their forces here because they have a pretty high concentration of units. I want to see if they'll kind of split up before they try any kind of counterattack. Let's go through my armies and see what other moves I can make. How is Rhodomagus? Still guarded by a massive number of armies. Jesus. Okay. Good to know. Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade that in Augusta Trevororum so we have additional timber production. Not that trade goods are that important anymore, but I am role-playing as if they are. Alright, let's go ahead and destroy those two buildings. Wait, what's this? Holy Grounds? Yeah, destroy it. Upgrade that, upgrade that, upgrade that, upgrade that. Okay, we have some additional... Now in Rome... Sorry, so this is our chance to actually... Maybe I should have done this a turn or two sooner, because I feel like... I guess this maybe is our first turn since we reconquered Rome, but... I don't really want this to be a recruitment center. It's not necessary. So we're going to go ahead and just start dismantling that. And this we're going to turn into... I think we're going to turn this into just a circus. And turn this into, of course, an aqueduct network in Rome. The aqueduct needs to be restored, so that's going to happen there. Okay, let's go ahead and break those two buildings down. Break that building down. Still have a number of foreign buildings in the new territory we've reconquered in the area of Attila. So it's just a matter of focusing on those and making sure that we are weeding those out as best as possible. Alright, here we do have two Roman religion buildings, but I'm going to let it stand just because we could really use the help in that region. Now, there is no food shortage here right now, oddly enough. Lugdunum, sure, let's go ahead and have a Basilica of Isis, so there's a slight growth bonus, just in case this territory needs to grow a little bit. Aqueduct network, absolutely, and then we need to downgrade these two buildings here. What needs to go here? Let's go ahead and do a slave emporium. The Romans have returned to restore order. They've captured a lot of fallen warriors, the ones they haven't killed anyway. And we're going to make use of that situation by enslaving some of the population. It's ancient Rome. That's how they did things. All right, so let's build olive trees here. Fields. Local industry, sure, why not? Lots of building to do in this area. And in this area as well. Okay, we'll do a statue of the divine there. Oh, what's this? Do I really need this in Harmosia? Public order +7, tax rate +4, with a food consumption penalty? I really don't think I do. And what's this? Okay, I can't upgrade that. But I'm going to upgrade this. I'm going to switch this out and make it a Balne in the coming turns, and then I will be able to have better buildings in that province. Okay, so what can I do now? This is Aquae Sextiae still... Yeah, they still have two strong Caledonian armies hanging out outside that city. They're right there. So we're not really able to march in just yet. However, I could go ahead and make a move on Avaricum. Should be able to anyway. Yep, totally can. Let's continue moving on this province with the same army that attacked Lugdunum. So this is another province. Actually, it's not. Oh, crap. Okay, I thought this was in the same province, but it's not. This is in Aquitania. Turonum is in Lugdunensis. So we're going to move up north next and take control of that. But that just introduced a bit of a pickle. That was not my intention. Crap. All right, we'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and move this army north to Lugdunum. And we'll move this army here to Vienna. We have an army here in... What do you need? I need 2 more spearmen here, and it looks like some additional cavalry as well. So I'm going to move that army down from Auditorium. Public order is an issue. So that's the one thing about moving this quickly across the landscape. It's a little bit nuts. All right, let's go and just go for cavalry, and then that army is fully replenished. This navy can come up to Genoa, and they'll be there in 2 turns, just to help hold down the fort. You know what? It is time to bring this army down into the fold, because they have not really been in danger up there. So they suffered a little bit of attrition on that march just now, but that's fine. I'm going to bring them all the way down to Tillaferdum. Notice Tillaferdum is now converting to Roman religion, which is quite nice. And we have this army back in Augusta Vendilocorum that can also probably train up. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Yeah, public order's fine there now. So let's go ahead and get them trained up. We will break down these archers, replace them with crossbowmen, and then we'll make this a cavalry army too. We've got plenty of units in the area. We've got plenty of units in the area that have ballista and onagers. Well, actually not ballista, just onagers. Okay. Public order here. Okay, looks like we have a rebellion on our hands, so let's go ahead and take care of that before it becomes annoying. Rebellions are to be expected, considering the instability of this region. So I'm going to go ahead and reposition these armies. Let's see, Ravenna is in Venetia, but Neapolis. Okay, I'm going to put this army down in Neapolis. Now we have a very nice 44 public order bonus there, and this public order problem will evaporate quickly. And we can bring those armies up into the north. Let's see what else we can do over here. I need to just keep switching between my armies. That's the most efficient way to do it. This army needs to heal up before it goes anywhere, I think. We're going to keep an eye on them to see what they do. What are you doing? Are you just hanging out? Okay, we'll tell you what. Let's bring this navy over here to help with the coastal takeover. Come to think of it, we probably need to do that with a couple of navies. Yeah, we have this new navy that we just finished building. It might have been done for a few turns now. We're going to send it over here too. So we've got a couple of navies in the game as well. Really going to help drive the whole point home. All right, Duracortorum is still not quite in a position. This army in Duracortorum is not quite in a position to attack Rhodomagus just yet. So we're going to have to just kind of keep an eye on that. Augusta Treverorum. Public order there is shoddy. So, yeah, again, it's going to be a little spotty trying to make my way across all this territory. I would really like to take Aquisextia as soon as possible. That might actually be a huge battle that we fight to eliminate these 2 armies. Because if we control that, then we control all of this. Like, we just have northern... We don't have any territory south of us. This is actually kind of central because we have territory south of it, and it's south of these northern territories. So it's right in the middle here. But if we take this, then all we have to do is look up into this corner. And, I mean, as you can see, we control the rest of the map. It's quite nice. So let's go ahead and end the turn. One thing that kind of sucks is we do not have a legitimate heir. We don't. The Emperor has not had a son. He adopted a son that has not had a son. He has an illegitimate son, and he did have one son, Septimus, way back in the day that died. which was unfortunate because Septimus would have been an awesome name for an emperor. I've talked about this many, many times, but in case you're just jumping into the series and you're not as familiar with the history of this Eternal Empire series and what's happened, it's been rough going for the bloodline of Emperor Arcadius, who had this vision to restore Rome. Now, thankfully, Eutropius, the son of Arcadius, has seen Rome retaken. So he has mostly accomplished the vision. And one of the wins would be potentially doing all of this and completing this campaign, doing all these battles, winning all of them, while Eutropius is still alive. I always feel like I'm mispronouncing Eutropius. I always feel like I'm saying Eutropius or something like that, even though I'm probably not. It just sounds weird coming out of my mouth. Anyway, looks like the Caledonians and the Picts are going at it. No, I'm going to reject that peace treaty. They want me to pay them for it, so they're not quite desperate enough for my tastes. The Marians want peace. I'm going to say no. Hopefully they'll send some armies to... Okay, they're going to send, not an army, but they're going to send a champion to mess with my settlements. I want them to split up those armies. I want them to try and do things with their forces rather than just sit in one spot. Because otherwise what we're going to have to do is just bring two armies on top of Olisipo and just converge upon them. Nope. Sorry, we're going to be conquering that territory much sooner than you realize. Hispania is willing to pay us a lot of money for peace. Doesn't matter. We need Iberia. Alright. Beginning of a new turn. Caledonian separatists no longer exist. Did they move their armies? No, they most certainly did not. At your command. So there's one Suebian army here. There's also a very small Marian force. It's just a general's unit here, interestingly enough. Now this army... Let's go ahead and do these upgrades. Oh, and we have a new... Okay, this is it. We're going to complete the research tree. This is going to reduce corruption, increase taxes, increase public order everywhere, and enable the building of the Imperial Palace, which... Excellent. We will be able to build this in Constantinople. Public order will go up by 1 in all provinces. Public order in Constantinople will go up by 17. We'll get an additional 2,000 wealth. Tax rate will go up by... hang on, let's have a look. Alright, the tax rate's already up by 8%, but we'll get an additional champion slot as well. Not that we're using our champion slots, but hey. Alright, Sarai, you need to build just an auditorium. We were downgrading that building in Hermosia. Alright, so let's continue to break down some of these buildings. This is a grand forge, which produces iron. We're going to go ahead and go with that. And that actually gives us additional army recruitment capacity because it's an iron type building. So that's quite helpful. If I go ahead and go for skirmish engineering, I might actually be able to set this up as a recruitment center. So we have a number of recruitment centers in Iberia. Not really an issue. It's a good thing. Okay, Avaricum has just been retaken. Let's go ahead and convert it. No, we don't need another recruitment center. We've got enough building up. Let's break this stuff down. Again, lots of territory management to do. We've been doing an incredible amount of... okay, there we go. We've been doing an incredible amount of conquering, so it's to be expected. We're going to break that down, break that down. This is going to be a... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and make this the governor's house. We might build the Imperial Palace in Rome. How about that? That would be kind of cool. The capital is in Constantinople, but the Imperial Palace is in Rome. I like that idea. Because we can't make Rome the official capital again. We might be able to with mods, but I don't know of a mod that does it for the Eastern Roman Empire. And I also don't know if those mods work if you don't use them at the start of the game, so not too worried about it. Let's go ahead and upgrade that to a great theater. Again, just doing some territory management real quick. Let's go ahead and break that down in Hyra. Upgrade that. Upgrade that. And that. And that. And that. Ah, there's actually a lot of upgrades to be done here. And a couple of sanitation buildings in one province there. That was odd. Okay, now I think that's everything. So I've managed the entire territory for this turn. Now let's go through my armies, if I could talk. Oh wait, still one more upgrade to be done there. Oh, you can actually be upgraded to a different level unit. I'm all right with this. All right, so this unit is ready to attack. And I am going to move them into an attack position. Not quite for this turn, but for the coming turn. So I'm going to put them in ambush mode so that no one can come flying in here to cause trouble. This army is actually ready to attack. So let me go ahead and I'm going to walk right up to the border here and see what I can see. All right, see, there's a Caledonian force that's still hanging out up there. Let me... All right, I can't do anything. I'm going to put this army right here, and if they decide to attack me, then they're going to have a second army backing them up. They don't even know it's there. So they're going to regret that life decision if it comes to that. Let's go ahead and... Oh, we already have a navy in Genoa. That's good to know. I did not know that. But it's not fully healed up, so let's go ahead and just move this one down to Ajax, and maybe we can find... Tell you what, you come down to our recruitment center here in Caesarea, and we'll find something for you to do. That won't be an issue. Okay, now, this army here in Pompelo, I feel like it's time for them to make a move, especially now that yeah, they can definitely move on Asturica. So let's do that. Oh, there's a full army. Oh, okay, so this is one of the last major Hispania armies. Crap. Tell you what. Break the siege. I'm going to move back, just because we're almost at the end of the episode, and frankly, as of the moment that I'm recording this, I'm not in a multi-episode session, if you will. So I'm not really in a position to where I'm going to just say, hey, okay, we're going to fight this in the next episode. But we will. We'll fight it in the next episode. It'll be fun. But I want to do other things first before we go that route. So we control Avaricum. This army controls Lugdunum. Ooh, I could get up to Taronum with this unit. Hell, let's do it. Okay, there is a Caledonian force here. I'm going to go ahead and auto-resolve this battle because the chances are pretty strongly in our favor. And we're going to go ahead and fix that settlement up. So they do have a number of forces in this area. But I wanted Taronum because that's also in the Lugdunensis territory. And that will help us improve public order in both of these provinces we've just taken. Lugdunum and Taronum. Of course, we just took Avaricum as well, but... Now, speaking of that, Ilusa is the next, this city all the way down here, and then Bertigala. Now, we could hit Bertigala right now, if we wanted to. Let's move down here and see if we can get close enough to see the city. Ah, there's no one there. Mine. What an excellent little coup. So this is ancient Bordeaux. We're going to occupy this. Oh, that's an awesome little coup. So that's one of Hispania's major cities, and they did not have it defended. Those idiots. Okay. Fan-freaking-tastic. There are a bunch of armies in the area that could totally wreck my day. But we have more armies in the area, frankly. Alright, in one turn, this army is going to be fully ready to go as well. This army is marching down from Tilliferdum. All they really need is additional artillery. Tell you what, let's see if we can actually recruit artillery. No, we can't. Not there. Maybe in Argentoratum? No. Okay. If I move this army down to Lugdunum, public order will improve substantially. And then I can take this army and move them down to... What if I put them in rapid march mode? Can I get you to Augusta Treverorum? Can I? Yes, I can. Excellent. Okay. So we've got our armies in much better positions now. And Augusta Treverorum is actually being built up. This province is being built up as a place that can train artillery. So this unit here can definitely have its large onager restored, and we'll have another army on the front lines. This is the same unit that was up here a bit ago, so we finally pulled them down, because it just doesn't seem like they're interested in attacking that section of my territory, at least not now. So, hey, I'll take advantage of it. We're going to go ahead and put this army in Rome. I thought it was already in Rome, but it wasn't, and that'll help with public order there. So next turn, we're going to have positive public order in this region. All right, that navy is in the process of moving. God, I want so badly to just mow over these guys right now. But, okay, let's take a quick look at the map and see how we're doing. Not bad at all. We have swept over most of Europe very, very quickly. When we finish off some of these factions, maybe I'll fight the actual battles where we're either really, really close, as always, because I consider that a principal battle when you have a 50-50 chance and you're really up against... uncertain odds, then that's when I don't like to auto-resolve as much. That last one, that battle here was kind of pushing it, but I mean, I'm thinking also in terms of what kinds of battles are we going to see a lot of, and I don't want them to be too repetitive, especially this late in the series. So we will probably fight, we're definitely going to fight some battles up in Britannia, but we're also going to probably fight some battles as we eliminate the presence of these factions on mainland Europe, which is going to be happening in the next episode or two. But I will go ahead and stop this one here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe to follow along. New historical and grand strategy videos air daily at noon Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.